Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Gemini? Hierophant, Taurus energy in reverse at the foundation. Gemini, there's something that you're letting go of. It has something to do with some sort of restriction I'm feeling here. I'm feeling a very repressive energy, something that's really been holding you back, keeping you boxed in. It's like you've been expected to conform to something. You've been pressured to be a part of something, to do things this way or else. There's this very authoritative, very domineering kind of energy that I'm picking up here. This energy has created a lot of restriction in your life. You know, this could definitely be job related, but for a lot of you, this is going to have to do with family dynamics. It's like an energy of some sort of generational patterning, like you have to do things this way, or this isn't going to turn out for you, something like this. But I feel like you're seeing another way. Definitely a black sheep kind of energy here. These energies are the type of energies that have no originality. They don't like to challenge energies or evolve energies. They just stay very stuck. They don't like to rock the boat for the sake of evolution. We all know energies like this. They'd rather just play it safe. But the thing is, this isn't playing it safe. This is actually dangerous because this is an unevolving energy. It's an energy, Gemini, that's just taking up space. And they expect you to do the same. It's like, hurry up and just live your life and get out of here kind of energy. I don't even think I've ever even said that line before. That's such an interesting line. Just hurry up and live your life and get out of here. Magician, we just got this in the Sag reading as well. I think it was at the exact same position. So similar energy that I'm picking up here to the Sag reading. There's an energy here of you breaking away from some sort of restrictions, and now you're in this energy of great manifestation potential. You have a lot at your disposal now. It's like all of a sudden, magically, you have all the elements at your disposal. Fire, water, earth, and air. You're carving out this new path. Oh, I see what's happening here now, Gemini. For a lot of you, you've already stepped into this path. Some of you are just getting ready to do this, or some of you are just now thinking about doing this. But whatever the case, no matter where you are on this journey, I'm picking up here a very, very jealous, envious energy that's watching over you guys now that you've stepped into this new path. It's almost like they're dumbfounded. They can't believe that you pulled this off. It's like you've gone beyond the wall, Gemini, where nobody dare ventures, right? We see that in the movies sometimes, right? When they're in these far off lands and there's this wall around their city and no one's ever ventured past the city. Is that The Lion King? I feel like there's some sort of Disney movies where they venture past a certain barrier or something like this. There's many movies like this, but this is heavily what I'm getting here in this reading, Gemini. But metaphorically speaking, it's like you've ventured beyond the wall, and now everybody's watching you as you succeed, or everybody's gonna be watching you once you step into this success. It's just an overall energy, Gemini, of you pulling off what everybody said was impossible. I'm just seeing people like pointing and laughing in your face, Gemini, at the mere fact of you entertaining this idea. of breaking away from something. What do we have at the solar plexus? Wow. 5 of Pentacles at the solar plexus. For a lot of you, this is a mindset. Taurus energy. So there's a lot of low vibrational Taurus energy on this table with the Hierophant in reverse and this 5 of Pentacles at the solar plexus. Poverty mindset kind of energy, just very stuck, unevolving, not going anywhere. Low vibrational fixed energy. It's an energy that's powerless to an idea of what other people think you should be doing or what other people think of you. These are the kinds of energies that are always giving their power away to something or someone else. It's an energy of conformity, but the really, really bad kind. The unevolving kind. It's actually kind of diabolical in nature, is what I'm picking up here. I'm just picking up something very dark. But whatever the case, Gemini, it's just an overall energy of a poverty mindset. Energy of always feeling vulnerable to some sort of dynamic or some sort of circumstance. Very hopeless, very insecure, very uncertain about where your life is going or where this thing is going, this job, whatever this is here. What do we have at the heart? What do we have at the heart? Temperance, Sag energy at the heart. High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy at the throat. It's like your energy and their energy are weaving in and out of each other. You're coming up in this Magician and Temperance energy. They're coming up in this Hierophant reverse, 5 of Pentacles, and High Priestess in reverse. Completely blocked. These are energies that are living in a flipped chakra system. You see, when your chakra system flips, so when they become blocked, you start to give way to the left-hand path. Now, each one of these chakras that I have here on this table, each one of these bells, represents particular behavioral patterns. When you take the left-hand path, you give way to these particular behavioral patterns, but in their detriment, right? So a flipped chakra system, 7 chakras, is actually the 7 deadly sins. Look it up. It's very interesting. What I'm seeing from these individuals here, which is what I was just picking up in the reading, I said I was picking up on something very dark and diabolical. It's like these energies are living in a flipped chakra system. They're living inside the 7 deadly sins. Gemini, a lot of you were born into this without even knowing it. You know, you never know how truly devilish and twisted some of these dynamics are until we really step into our power, step on path, and we look back and we're like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't see that when I was in the middle of it. But Gemini, that's just it. You can't see these energies when they're that close to you, right? It's like when you put something so close to your face, it's just kind of blurry. You can't see it for what it really is, right? You can't see the outline. You need to step outside the fishbowl, see things from this higher perspective. When I look back over my life now, it really was a version of hell. And I didn't see it when I was in it. It's just all I knew, right? These family members, these friends, they all resonated at these very low vibrational demonic frequencies. I was just born into that. It was the standard by which I was born into. I didn't know until I did. This is what I'm seeing here on this table, Gemini, with this Temperance card. It's like you're in this energy of purpose and balance. You're moving away from these energies. You're on path. You're in union with your higher self. And because you've stepped onto this path and you've come into union with your higher self and source energy, you're now able to look back. And it's like you look back and you see all these energies as being upside down in nature. It's like everything is backwards. This high priestess at the throat, this is an energy of having a completely blocked intuition. They have no connection with their higher self. It's this very superficial way of living. It's like you're looking at these energies now as having some sort of hidden agenda. The agenda was to bring more people, let's say you, into the darkness. Continue this. If this is generational or some sort of community or group, there's just an energy here as I'm developing into this reading. Picking up on something very dark. It's like these energies pray to some dark lord. It's like this generational curse has weaved its way in and out of this family line, generation after generation. It's like this spiritual disease that just keeps getting passed along, but for some reason, it wasn't able to infect you. You're immune. You saw that something was off. You decided to break path, have a course redirection. When you did this, or when you do this, this is when you start to see these energies' true colors. It's almost like they have some sort of strange reaction to this, because it's something that's rarely ever been done, if ever. What do we have at the third eye? Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy at the third eye. I feel like this is you, Gemini, looking at the illusions, looking at this generational karma, this smokescreen that they've put on your path, and you're like, this is not normal. There's something not right here. There's devils in all these cups. It's like these energies are just like, no, Gemini, just take what's in the cup. Take it, Gemini. Take all of them. You can have all of them. You're like, I don't want any of them. I want what's on the other side. I want what's on the other side of the wall. I want what's beyond the wall, spiritually speaking. And as I'm channeling this, I'm getting this tingling sensation in my crown chakra, right on the top of my head. I feel like this is representative of you and your connection with the divine, with spirit. You're being guided. You were meant to go through this dynamic. You needed to see this. There was something that you were meant to gain from all of this. You are now the keeper of some very valuable wisdom, Gemini. No one has what you have. That's what I just heard. This is, there's a lot of messages coming through. This is quite a deep reading. But it's like they're trying to create these diversions. It's like they want you to succumb to this self-delusion or escapism. Some of these energies, if not all of them, could be overindulgent in certain things. Things that are just all representative of living inside the matrix, inside this generational karma. Hurry up and live your life and get out of here kind of energy. Right there at the third eye, too. So third eye, this is how you're seeing your reality. Or this is how they want you to see your reality. See, this represents what's going on here, this blocked intuition, this blocked insight. This is all they see. This is what they wanted you to see, but you see through this. You see something that they don't. You see through the veil. You see the in-between. It's like they can't focus in on what you see. Their vibration's too low. Wow. 10 of Wands. If there was going to be a card to follow what I just said, I think it would be the 10 of Wands. Their vibration's too low. It's a very heavy, low vibrational kind of energy. Very weighty. Very burdened. They're overwhelmed. It's like these are the kinds of energies that have default responses for everything. They make you think that going beyond this metaphorical wall that I keep picking up in this reading is too much hard work. It's too stressful. You can't pull it off. It's a suicide mission. But this is all a lie. This is all a part of the default response. Because what you find is, as you're walking beyond the wall, it's actually quite peaceful. See, that could be the wall back there, right? Let's just say that. And here you are beyond the wall. You're like, oh my God. I can feel all this divine source energy surrounding me. I can manifest anything now. Why would they want to keep anybody from this? Why would they want to keep anybody from alignment? Why would they want to keep anyone from this energy of purpose and harmony? Doesn't make any sense. I just heard very clearly, these are very cowardice energies, Gemini. Some of these energies I feel you looked at as brave or individuals that were to be looked up to. But you step into this energy and you have like this reality shift. You don't look at these people like this at all anymore. You look at them as weak, unevolved. I know this. There's many energies that I looked up to. I meant to say people, but I said energies. It's a vibration. It's like they want me to address these people as energies. But those many energies that I looked up to once upon a time, and every single one of these individuals now I see as weak, unaligned. They represent the gray matter, gray energy. Another way of looking at de-evolving energies. It's like from a universal perspective, the universe just sees us as either evolving or stuck, de-evolved, right? It's like that represents these individuals. This is the energy you're going to be stepping into, Gemini. This is huge energy. It's mind-blowing when you see this and you witness this, because I feel like a lot of these people, a lot of these energies, are people that you relied on for good advice or to quite possibly guide you in the right direction, completely unaware that they don't have a clue how to even live their own life, let alone yours. You were sent in to these individuals' lives, Gemini, to blow up their reality from the inside. You have this energy of a spiritual agent born between demons inside a hive, right? You are the chosen one. This is chosen energy, Gemini. What do we have at the foundation? Wow. Unbelievable. If there's going to be a card to follow up what I just said about blowing up their reality, it would be the Tower, Visago. These energies had it coming, Gemini. I just heard there was a few others in your family, or however this dynamic here resonates for you. It doesn't have to be families. But whatever the case, there were others that were sent in to do what you're going to pull off. But they didn't make it. They were lost to the matrix. This card right here is read as the Tower in reverse, which is an energy of avoiding change. It's an energy of averting a disaster, which is telling me that these other individuals failed the mission. For some of you, this is a generational karma that's been going through your family bloodline for hundreds of years. There's no way to measure, Gemini, just how consequential the breaking of this generational karma is to the collective as a whole, Gemini. It can't even be measured. I don't even think that our minds can even conceive what this does for the entire planet. That's what I just heard. Wow. Breaking generational karma in your own family has an impact on the entire collective because it's a vibrational shift. It's like cutting the head off this ginormous snake, Ouroboros, right? The snake devouring its own tail. You're the slayer of dragons is what I'm hearing. It's that kind of energy. It's felt in the energetic realm. In the energetic realm, it's a war. But in the Matrix, our everyday waking life, it has this incremental effect on the vibration of the collective. I just heard some of you are going to see lightning. I'm hearing something about a lightning bolt. Either you just saw this or you're about to see this. There's something surrounding a lightning bolt. It could even be on something. There's something significant about this. That's all they're telling me. What do we have at the... Oh, this has been happening in all the readings. The cards, I'm speaking on the cards and then they're coming out. Page of Swords, Bootis, the snake. This right here is like Ouroboros. Whenever I see this, it's like Ouroboros. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the sacral. This is big energy here, Gemini. This is further confirming what I said about this tower, about there being others that came before you and they failed the mission. This Page of Swords right here is speaking on some undelivered promise. It's the energy of a weak individual or individuals. Something happened. These other chosen ones were lost to the Matrix. They didn't wake up. Something happened. Gemini, this message here is meant to wake you up if you haven't woken up already, or it's meant to serve as confirmation that you're on the right path. But whatever the case, Gemini, you're incredibly powerful. Other people failed this mission that you're about to accomplish. If we were to simplify all this down, Gemini, it would be you breaking away from this generational dynamic, stepping into your power and going after your true heart's desires and stepping directly into your purpose and your destiny. Now, that may sound very easy, but it is not. It is not. Because the full force of hell will show up all around you to stop you from breaking the chains that bind. But you are going to pull this off, Gemini, because the thing is, you're already awake to it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. I just heard that some of you have the spirit of Joan of Arc inside of you. This kind of energy. Some of you could have Sag highly aspected, or you need to listen to the Sag reading as well. Because I see you in my mind's eye, Gemini. Male or female. But you have this, it's like you have this bow and arrow and you have this warrior energy about you. It's like you know what you have to overcome, and all these energies they send towards you are falling by the wayside. You don't fall for any of this nonsense. What do we have at the solar plexus? Eight of Swords. Wow. Folklore. Gemini, that is your energy. This is an energy of freedom. It's an energy of breaking free. Breaking the chains that bind. It's over. You're cutting the head off this snake. See, you doing what I said by stepping into your power and aligning with this energy of destiny and breaking this generational karma. In the spirit, it's you cutting the head off of a snake, a dragon. I just heard Leviathan. Oh, interesting. Leviathan is the demon of envy, which is the solar plexus chakra in its flipped state, and is also where I got this Eight of Swords. Unbelievable. This Five of Pentacles. See, this cycle you're leaving behind, these are people who are very envious of other people, and it keeps them in this lack mentality, poverty mindset. Too much focus on everybody else. I feel like you're dealing with people who are very gossipy as well. What do we have at the heart? Marbas, Ten of Wands, unrestrained living. So we have the Ten of Wands twice now. Makes sense. I feel this energy. It's so heavy, Gemini. It's like this is how they expected you to be. Just carrying the generational karma, right? Just hurrying up and living your life and getting out of here. It's like they don't want you to think. Every new life is a threat to this cycle, this deep karmic wound. This is an ancient energy. I just heard there was many curses placed on many different families hundreds of years ago, and they've developed into a lot of the world's problems that we see today. I don't know what this is I'm channeling or where this is coming from, but I've never channeled this stuff before. I'm seeing a coven of witches coming together, making a plan, and then going out and cursing all these separate families. And these curses run through these families like a spiritual disease, ravaged these families, and then just traveled hundreds of years up until now. A lot of these karmic cycles are being broken right now by chosen individuals that were sent from Source to eradicate the collective of these energies. Wow. Then we have Mahasya, which is the Four of Wands, rectification. This is you fulfilling your duty, completing your mission, Gemini. It's right here, right at the heart. Gemini, whatever it is you're trying to achieve in your life, whatever it is you're wanting to go after, whatever that thing is that you're holding inside your heart, this is the key to everything. You absolutely must go head on into whatever it is I'm picking up here. What do we have at the throat? Too many cards. What do we have at the throat? Wow. The Chariot, Michael, Cancer energy, who is like God. Perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity. And there you are. Destroying this beast, this curse, this spiritual disease, cutting the head off the snake, ending this age-old curse. Wow, I just heard it goes much deeper than I can even begin to articulate. That it's not possible for me to articulate where this energy truly began. It's beyond words can even articulate. Wow, I have this really confused energy coming over me right now. Like I can't I can't even put into words what they're trying to show me. It's beyond what I can even comprehend. This chariot is representing this victory, this change that's going to take place inside the collective, Gemini, by you stepping into this energy of destiny, purpose. It's going to send out a shockwave, energetic lightning bolt. What do we have at the third eye? 10 of Pentacles, Manadel, the honorable God, Virgo energy. Inner and outer work. Helps one keep their job, protects against disasters. Where you're going, Gemini, you will be protected for life. And so will those who follow behind you. For a lot of you, that's obviously going to be family that is yet to be born. Or it could be an influence that you lay out for others. Take it as it fits. But 10 of Pentacles is an energy of legacy. There's an energy of wealth and affluence here. What do we have at the crown to close this out for Gemini? Ooh. They don't want me getting this message out, Gemini. What do we have to close out for Gemini? Oh, wow. What a way to end. And look who decided to show up to the party, Gemini. Or look who decided to leave the party. The devil, Samael, the severity of God. Seduction and downfall. Communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. And see how he's shuffling off? He's like, oh crap. Oh no. Gemini's carved the head off the Ouroboros snake. It's over. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's over. I must go back to hell now. This is where this energy truly originated from. This curse. I just heard a touch of evil. Wow, I'm seeing something so interesting in my mind's eye. I'm seeing an individual in church on their knees before a priest who's blessing them. But this is a dark priest. He takes his 2 fingers, puts them over this individual's third eye, shuts their third eye. It's like an energy of being cursed. I don't know why I'm seeing this, Gemini, but it's so clear. They wanted me to give you that message before we close out your reading here. That quite possibly could be another one of these visions connecting to the origins of this curse. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. But I certainly hope that you were able to take something from this reading to help empower you on your path, Gemini. And just know, Gemini, your victory is on this table. Gemini, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, all my contact information can be found in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Gemini. Take care.